Hi there, sports fans from Ellwood City and Mohawk Warriors. Tonight we bring you coverage of the junior varsity girls volleyball matchup between the Mohawk Warriors and Ellwood City Wolverines. Tonight's matchup comes from Lincoln High School, Big Gym. We'll be starting here shortly as Mohawk is finishing up their warm-up, and we will have a great matchup here between two Lawrence County teams. Mohawk making a little trip here to Ellwood City. My name is Brad Winhorst. We're bringing this coverage live on YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, as well as our website. You can always check this live stream and all the other matches that we have, not only for volleyball, but for also all other sports that we cover at www.ecwolverines.com. If you're also joining us to watch the varsity game, that varsity game will start about approximately 7:30. It'll be on this exact same stream. We'll take about a 15-minute break for both teams, about 7 o'clock, and then we'll have the varsity match about 7:30. During the match, we'll try to highlight some sports from Ellwood City the past couple days. If you were watching last night's game, you were in for a nice treat there. The middle school boys football game between Ellwood and New Brighton. That game was pretty much over after the first quarter. The final score was 50-16 Ellwood City, as the three-headed monster is what I like to call them. The three-headed monster, Declan Gray, Palmer, and Pierce were just lights out on the night. Didn't really see too many passes, but it was all the running game. So that was a great treat. And then also today, unfortunately, the Ellwood City boys golf team did lose to Neshannock by 13 strokes. But, yeah, it's unfortunate, but they will be back in action the following weekend, or this following week. They got a couple more matches to go. They did have qualifiers on Monday at 9 a.m. at Stonecrest. We will have those results as they go and post them on WPIAL's website as well as to our schools. So we will have that information there posted on our website at www.ecwolverines.com. So as we're here, if you do not know the rules of volleyball, for junior varsity, we play the best of 3 sets. If you go to a third set, winner has to win by 2 all sets. The third set's 15. If it's not by 2, they continue on. If you look down on the court right now, the officials are explaining the rafters part. So you have the actual rafters in the gymnasium as well as the netting for baseball pitching strip down the side here. If it hits the rafters on the serve, that is a point for the other team. If it hits the rafters, it is still live as long as it stays on your side. If you hit the rafters and it goes to the other side, that team does get the point. The opposing team gets the point. If it hits the rafters, stays on your side, you continue to play. You have to be able to hit it over before it hits the rafters. So if it hits the rafters and you make the play over, you're golden. We have to flip the coin to see who goes first. We'll enlighten you guys on our rosters here. We'll start with the visitors, the Mohawk volleyball team. I believe this is the entire team, so you may not see all these numbers tonight, but we'll go through them. Number 1 is Chloe Fadden. Number 2 is Audrey Magno. Number 3 is Talia Magno. Number 4 is Deanna Rivas. Number 5 is Cassidy Lehman. 6 is Jenna Barth. 7 is Ariana Smiley. 8 is Tori Miko. 9 is Paige Householder. 10 is Taylor Wilkins. 13 is Abby Granado. 14 is Krista Kunkel. 15, Jenny Lida. 16, Dominique Walco. 17 is Megan Vion. 18 is Leah Boston. 19 is Morgan Fry. 21 is Riley Logan. And then rounding out for the Mohawk Warriors is number 23, Estelle Wink. Your sophomores and freshmen for the Wolverines. Number 24, Alyssa Donley. Number 13, Morgan Hooker. 44 is Ellie Davis. 11 is Casey Barnett. 25 is Ellie Calantis. Number 12 is Claire Noble. Number 5 is Lana Nacera. Lana Nacera. Number 10 is Amelia Osterling. And then number 3, Kira Rosansky. So during the pandemic, both teams do kind of come to the middle. They meet each other. Normally we would have a handshake right at the net where they meet each other, but no contact across the two teams. So we'll start here. The official on the side there will determine the roster for each side. They'll check each roster, make sure that they are good to go, in the correct rotation for the serves and so forth. As we are about ready to begin this junior varsity girls volleyball matchup between the Mohawk Warriors and the Ellwood City Wolverines. We do have our 2 line judges, as always provided by the home team on their home court. Mohawk is going to serve first, and we're underway. Wolverines get the dig out. Drops in for number 12, Claire Noble, and that's an early start for the Wolverines. In the first set, up 1-0. Serving for the Wolverines is number 24, Alyssa Donley. Serve comes in. To the far side is Mohawk, and unfortunately 4 touches. The last touch was by number 8, Tori Miko. Fortunate not getting it over the net. 4 touches, points goes to the Wolverines. Donley with the serve once again. Serve comes across. Set up for the Lady Mohawk. Number 21 at the net, Riley Logan, but unfortunately cannot reach across the net. Point goes to the Wolverines, up 3-0 early in this first set. Donley once again. Set up a little bit deeper than usual for number 1 for Mohawk. Wolverines have a little confusion themselves, but they do get it across. Set up for number 4 at the net. And that one drops. That is Deanna Rivas. So point for Mohawk, as Mohawk is on the board. Again, if you're just joining us, this is the junior varsity team for both teams here. We have junior JV at 6 o'clock, and then the varsity will play right around 7:30 tonight. Serve comes in for Mohawk. And they're going to say it was out of bounds by number 4, Rivas. So the point does go to Ellwood, and it's 4-1 so far in this first set. Serve comes in for the Wolverines. Setting up for number 21, hits it back to Donley. Donley makes the nice play to number 5, Nacera. Davis gets it over. Back over to Mohawk side. A little tap there by Davis, and it drops at the net. Point for the Wolverines, 5-1 first set. Serving for the Wolverines is number 5, Nacera. Serve comes in. Right in the middle. Fortunate hit there by the defenseman, number 18, Leah Boston. Point goes to the Wolverines. 6-1 early lead for the GV Wolverines. Serve again by number 5, Nacera. Serve comes in on the right side. Up between the rafters. Coming over is number 2. Gets it across, and it does drop. Good shot there by Audrey Magno. And it's now 6-2 Wolverines. Serving for Mohawk is number 21. Ball goes directly over the net. Setting up for number 2 once again. Nice tap there. Set up by Nacera to Davis. Davis gets it over. Comes right to the net. Unfortunate play there. Point goes to the Wolverines. Couple substitutions here. If you see the official here on our side, if you see that rotation look right there, that means that they're substituting in. They'll substitute every once in a while. Davis with the serve for the Wolverines. Nice play there by number 25 for the Wolverines. So Ellie Calantis at the net, just taps it right back over. It doesn't get over. Point goes to the Wolverines. 8-2 this first early set. Davis serving for the Wolverines. Serve comes in. Set play there by the setter. Goes to number 2 once again. Unfortunately, Audrey cannot get it over. That's the third or fourth time that Magno has had the opportunity, but unfortunately the ball has not gotten over. And there's the quick and early timeout by the Mohawk Warriors. Wolverines up 9-2 first set. Again, if you want to catch this matchup as well as our other broadcast, if you go to our YouTube page, Ellwood City Wolverines, or if you go to youtube.com, you search Ellwood City Wolverines, you can click on us, you can give us a subscription, follow us, like us, wherever it may be, subscribe to us. You will be notified when we go live for every single matchup. Also, we are on Facebook, Twitter. Facebook, Ellwood City Wolverines. A lot of times that's where you're going to catch the girls' middle school basketball games. Twitter, it will be updated throughout the broadcast here and there for all of our events. That's EC_Wolverines. And then our website, www.ecwolverines.com. Back to the action. Serve comes in by Davis. Warriors have a little bit of trouble once again on that back end. That back line is having a little trouble. Point goes to the Wolverines as they got an early 8-point lead on the Mohawk Warriors. Davis once again for the Wolverines. Nice high arcing serve. Right around the rafters. Set up by number 18, Leah Boston. Ball comes back over the Wolverines side. Setting up for number 25. Unfortunately, Ellie Calantis cannot get the ball over. It's 10-3 Wolverines. Tomorrow night, you'll catch us live from Helling Stadium. Tomorrow night is homecoming for the boys' varsity football game. They'll be playing Beaver Falls. You'll be catching some nice action there. We have some pregame stuff. We will be recording the Kings, the King of the King, and the crowning and the as they determine the homecoming queen at halftime. Point goes to the Mohawk Warriors. So they get 2 points in a row. Set up here. Unfortunately, number 5, Nasera, can't get the ball over. And a nice little point streak here, 3 in a row by the Mohawk Warriors. So serving for the Warriors, I believe is number 8, Tori Miko. Setup goes to number 12 for the Wolverines. A nice strike there by number 12, Claire Noble. With a good strike midway down the line. Point goes to the Wolverines. 11-5 in this first set. Serving for the Wolverines is number 3, Kira Rosansky. Serve comes in. Setup goes there to number 18. Sorry, number 15, I believe. Set over by Donley. Unfortunately, Donley just a little too far. Point goes to Mohawk. 11-6 first set. Substitutions for both teams. Serving now for Mohawk Warriors is number 5, Cassidy Lehman. Serve comes in nice and hot. Good attempt there by Barnett. Does get the ball over as Noble. Ball comes over to number 1. Gets set up here once again. Tap over by number 5. Almost caught them off guard was number 5, Lena Nasera. Unfortunately, does not get over on the second attempt. It's now 11-7 Wolverines. Once again, Lehman serving for Mohawk. Fortunate setup there by number 11, Casey Barnett. Caught it off guard there. That deep serve there is giving her a little trouble. Point goes to Mohawk. Serve comes in by Lehman. Just over the head of Rosansky, and it goes out of bounds, so the point comes back to the Wolverine side. Serving now for the Wolverines is number 25, Ellie Calantis. Deep serve there, unfortunately goes out of bounds. Point right back to Mohawk. Rotation once again, 23 is coming out, 21 comes back in. So Wink out, Logan in. Serving is number 1, Chloe Fadden. Set up by Barnett. Unfortunately, number 5 and 25 for the Wolverines kind of saw each other coming at each other. Unfortunately, drops them in between. It's now 12-10. Rotating back in is Ellie Davis for Barnett. So Davis comes back in. Serving again is Fadden. Deep serve. Davis sets it up from number 12 or 24, Donnelly, and unfortunately she mishits it. And all of a sudden, that 8-point lead that the Wolverines had has kind of gone away. It's now 12-11. Deep serve to Davis. Over to 25. Number 5 does get it over for the Wolverines. Set back up for number 5 once again. Unfortunately, Nasera hits it out of bounds. And we've got a tie game now in this first set. And there's the quick timeout for the Wolverines. They had an 8-point lead and it quickly disappeared, so we got a tie game at 12 apiece. We'll take a short little break. All right, back to the action. Number 1, Chloe Fadden for the Warriors, serving. Serve comes in. Nice deep serve, and it's out of bounds. So point goes to the Wolverines. It's now 13-12. Serving for the Wolverines is number 12, Chloe Noble. Fortunate trouble on Mohawk's side, and the point goes to the Wolverines, now up by 2, 14-12. So it comes in by number 12 once again. Set up by number 5 over to Davis. Davis taps it. Comes right back to the Wolverines side. Set up once again for Donnelly. It clears the net and drops. So point for the Wolverines, now 15-12. So perfect timeout there for the Wolverines. Gets 3 points in a row so far. Setup goes to number 21, deep shot. Set up to Nasera. Hits the rafters, that's still in play. Does get it over. Set up for Davis, back over to Nasera, who's gonna tap it over. Does clear. Setup goes to number 18. Back over to Davis. She taps it over, and it goes out of bounds. Unfortunate play there for Mohawk. The point goes to the Wolverines, 16-12. Serving once again is Noble for the Wolverines, number 12. Good setup here by Mohawk. They do get the ball over. Tapped over by Davis, but unfortunately they're going to say a net play, net touch there. So the point does go back over to Mohawk. Now 16-13. Serve is going to come in from Mohawk. Fortunate hit there by the Wolverines, and the point goes to Mohawk, now 16-14. That was from number 19, Morgan Fry for the Mohawk Warriors. So Fry serving once again. Serve comes in. Set up by Noble to Nasera to Davis. Davis taps it over. Set up by Mohawk. Getting it over is number 4, Deanna Rivas. And it does not stay in bounds. And the point, once again, the Mohawk. So these two teams keep battling back and forth. One takes the lead, the other one battles right back. Fry once again for the Warriors. Short serve, and the point goes to the Wolverines. 17-15 here. First set still for the JV game. Varsity to follow at 7:30 tonight. Donley serving for the Wolverines. Nice serve. A little bit of some heat behind it, and because of that, it drops. 18-15 now, Wolverines. Subbing out is number 3, Rosansky. Coming in is number 10, Amelia Osterling. Donley with the serve. Serve comes in. Set up for Rivas, and unfortunately goes out of bounds. Point once again for the Wolverines, 19-15. Again, to win a set, you have to score 25 and win by 2. If you don't win by 2, you got to move on. Donley with the nice serve. Set up here by Mohawk. I believe number 5 taps it over. Over to Davis. Davis taps it, and it goes right to the net. Unfortunate hit there by number 1, Chloe Fadden. And it's now 20-15 Wolverines. And a timeout by the Warriors. 20-15 first set. Wolverines will take that break with them. All right, back to the action here from Lincoln High School Big Gym. It's 20-15 first set. The JV Wolverines girls are leading Mohawk Warriors. Serving is Donley, number 24. Hit back over to the other side. Set up is for number 10, Osterling. She taps it over. And a high shot does stay in. Somehow that cleared through the rafters, and the point will go to Mohawk, 20-16. It's crazy how that worked. Just found the little pocket there up in the rafters, still fell through. Okay, serving for the Mohawk Warriors is Deanna Rivas, number 4. Serve comes in nice and low. Good serve there by Rivas. Goes for a point. It's 20-17 now. Serve comes in by Rivas once again. Nice low arcing serve. Some really good serves here by Mohawk and Rivas. 20-18. Okay, serve here by number 4, Rivas once again. Good setup here by the Wolverines. Setting up for Davis. Davis hits it home, and it is in. Nice shot there by Davis. Finding the hole on that right side. That point goes to Wolverines. Now 21-18 Wolverines. Serving for the Wolverines is number 5, Elena Nacera. Serve comes in on the left side. Set up for Mohawk, number 2. Dug out by number 24, Donley. Comes to Davis. Does get it over the net. Donley once again with a nice dig, but unfortunately all for naught, and the point does go to Mohawk. 21-19 first set here from Lincoln High School Big Gym. Serve comes in by number 21. Nice dig there by Noble. Good attempt by Nasser, unfortunately a little too far, and the point goes to Mohawk. So Mohawk not going away just yet. Down by 1. Set up by number 5. Donnelly comes up, and unfortunately she trips. Tough play there by the Wolverines. They need to get a little bit more organized here. It's 21 apiece. So just as the Wolverines took a 4-point lead, Mohawk right back in it. Good set up by Noble to Nasser, over to Davis. Davis hits it. Fortunately, number 21, the server, Riley Logan, hits it backwards. Point goes to the Wolverines. Serving now for the Wolverines is number 44, Ellie Davis. Featured up front near the net. Nice serve in the corner. Fortunate play there by number 23, Estelle Wink. And the point goes to the Wolverines, now up by 2. Just 2 points away from a first set win. Davis once again for the Wolverines. Nice high arc and serve. Setup goes to number 2, is going to have to tap it over, and unfortunately does not get it over. Point goes to the Wolverines. And we have our first set point for the Lady Wolverines. Serve once again by Davis. Left side this time. Set up by number 1, does get it over. Set up by number 25 to number 5, back over to Osherling, gets it over the net. Or sorry, number 12, Noble, and it drops for a point. So that is a first set victory for the Wolverines. They win the first set 25-21. We'll take a short little break, and we'll bring you the second set action. All right, coming back to the action. First set there was won by the Wolverines, 25-21. They finally got that last little string of points. They scored the last 4 points there in that set to win 25-21. Again, for the JV, it is the best of 3. So the Wolverines have the second set here. If they win this set, they win the match, and then we're on to varsity. Officials check the rosters and the rotation, make sure that everybody's in the right position. And we're ready to go. Serving for the Wolverines is number 24, Donnelly. Serve comes in. Nice serve once again by Donnelly. Set up for Rivas. Rivas taps it over. Donnelly sets it up. Over to Nasser, over to Davis. And Davis gets the winner. Early 1-0 lead for the Wolverines. Serving once again is Donley, number 24 for the Wolverines. Nice serve by Donley as it drops. And it's 2-0 now, Wolverines. Serve goes up by Donley once again. Nice deep serve. And unfortunately, it looks like it's not going to make it over. And the point goes to the Wolverines. This is how the first set started. Wolverines coming out. Couple early points here. 3-0. Wolverines. Serve once again by Donley. Very similar position here. Does get the ball over. Unfortunate play there for the Wolverines. Not really too much movement. Ball goes out of bounds, and Mohawk will get the point. So serving for Mohawk is, I believe, number 15. Set up for Davis. Davis taps it over. Fortunate bounce by number 1, Chloe Fadden, as it hits the rafters, comes right back down. Point goes to the Wolverines. Check that. That was number 19, Morgan Fry, with the serve. Number 5, Lena Nasser. Serve comes in. Good serve in that corner. Tapped over there. Mohawk does get the ball back over. Set up for Noble. Back over to Nasser. Over to number 25. And unfortunately, Ellie Calantis does hit it out of bounds. Point for Mohawk. 4-2. Served by Rivas, number 4, comes in. She had a string of good serves there. Nice hit by number 5, Nasera. Number 2 hits it over for the Mohawk Warriors. Donley over to Noble. Noble taps and unfortunately goes downward instead of over. Point for Mohawk. So some nice play there by Audrey Magno, number 2, making a couple net plays here the past couple points. Rivas with the serve. Set up to Nasera. Back over to Noble. Nice hit this time. Hits the rafters and unfortunately drops. But here's an example. If it hits the rafters and falls on the opposing team, then it's a point for the Wolverines. So point goes to the Wolverines. 5-3. Davis serves, and it goes right back over to Mohawk. Yeah, so that is one thing that we have to clarify in any gymnasium. If it hits the rafter, it has to be hit by a player first, back over to get points. Nice serve there once again by Mohawk. Number 21 serving, Riley Logan. Makes the score 5-5. Riley once again with a good serve. Comes back over by number 1, Fadden. And for the first time in this match, the Mohawk Warriors have a lead. 6-5, Warriors. Served by number 21, Logan once again. Good serve. Tapping it over is Noble, but too hard. And the point goes to Mohawk. And all of a sudden, Mohawk gets a string of points in a row. Served by Riley once again. Set up by Nasser over to Noble. Noble this time hits it in. An unfortunate play by number 19, Morgan Fry. And the point goes over to the Wolverines. Serving for the Wolverines is number 3, Kira Rosansky. Serve comes in right down through the middle. Set up for number 2. Nice shot there by number 2, Audrey Magnos. That's one of the first spikes there by Mohawk in this matchup. 8-6, Warriors. Serving is the Warriors. Serve comes in. Set up right at the net, and unfortunately too close to the net. Point goes to the Warriors. Serving is number 6, I believe, for the Warriors, Jenna Barth. Serve comes in, set up by Davis. Over to Nasera, back over to Noble. Noble taps it. Too deep once again by Noble. Point goes to the Mohawk Warriors. It's now 10-6 Warriors. Serve once again by the Warriors, comes in. Set up by number 25, over to 5. Noble this time, there we go. That's a little bit better for Noble. She strikes it down into the court. Point for the Wolverines, now 10-7 Warriors. So serving is number 25, Clantis. Serve goes out of bounds, so the point to Mohawk. 11-7, Mohawk Warriors. Serving now for the Warriors is number 5, Cassidy Lehman. Deep shot there to Clantis, gets it up. Goes over to Davis and unfortunately hits it straight down into the court, the wrong side, so point goes to Mohawk, now 12-7. Cassidy once again, serving for the Warriors, but unfortunately this one goes right into the net. Point for the Wolverines. Number 12, Claire Noble, serving for the Wolverines. Set up there to Rivas. She does get it over. Set up by Noble to Davis. Davis gets it back over to the Warriors side. Set up for Rivas once again. Good strike there. Wolverines get it over by Donley. Good set. Rivas gets it back over. Set up. Nice tip by number 5. And it drops for Lena Nasera. Point for the Wolverines, 12-9 now. One of our longer rallies of this match so far. Serving for the Wolverines is number 12, Claire Noble. Serve comes in, dug out there, sent over by number 5, Lehman. Over to number 5 for the Wolverines, Donley. Nice strike by number 24, Alyssa Donley with the kill there. Point is now 12-10 Warriors. So Claire serving again for the Wolverines. Set up a little deep. Lehman does get it over, and a nice play there by number 5. Cassidy Lehman gets it over the net. Point for Mohawk. Okay, serving for the Warriors is number 1, Chloe Fadden. Serve comes over, deep serve out of bounds. Point goes back to the Wolverines. Serve comes in by number 24, Donley. And poor net play there for the Warriors. Drops on their side. It's now 13-12. Number 24, Donley serving. Serve comes in. Nice shot by 24, Alyssa Donley on the serve. She's been doing that all night long so far when she's come up the serve. Point goes to the Wolverines. And now we've got a tied game, 13 apiece, second set. Wolverines up 1-0. We want to send out a special thanks to Holly Wigley. She went and commented about tonight's broadcast. We appreciate it. We try to do our best as much as possible. I do apologize. I did Unfortunately, kind of losing my voice the past couple days calling different games. I'm also a teacher, so talking is my thing. So I do apologize if my voice is a little bit different, but hey, we'll make it happen. Tomorrow night you will hear Thad Sturgeon and myself calling tomorrow's game for the football game. His daughter, Chloe, did make the court. So he will not be available until the game starts. So you'll hear my voice a little bit more tomorrow. Point goes to the Wolverines out of the timeout. So they've got this lead back on their side, 14-13. So Donnelly's been serving pretty well for the Wolverines, getting a couple of points in a row here. And it looks like they're going to get another one. So point to the Wolverines, and now they've got a 2-point lead. 15-13, second set. Serving once again, number 24, Donnelly. And of course, the commentator Jinx. We've been saying she's been doing very well, and unfortunately it goes into the net. Point goes over to Mohawk. So the Warriors serving once again, I believe, the number 19, Morgan Fry. Setup goes to over number 5, Nasera to Davis. Nice hit there. Good dig by Fadden. Set up once again for Davis. She'll tap it over. Back over to Fadden. Set up for number 21. Nice strike. Good dig there by Noble. Over to Davis once again. Let's try the left side. And unfortunately it drops. Morgan Fry had the hit and unfortunately drops in between. Point to the Wolverines. Serve comes in for Nasera. Rivas with the tap. Calantis makes a nice play there. Back over to Calantis. She gets the hit, and unfortunately deep. Not sure if it was going out of bounds or not, but Cassidy, number 5, Cassidy Lehman, does tap it out of bounds. So the point goes to the Wolverines, 17-14. Number 5, Nasera, with the serve, and unfortunately it's short. She was trying to go for that left side. There's a little pocket there on the front line, but unfortunately it does not go. Point for Mohawk, 17-15. Second set, Wolverines up 1-0 in this matchup for junior varsity volleyball. Set up by number 5 over to Noble. Noble, nice strike, but a good dig there by Fadden. Sets up number 21. Unfortunately, Riley hits it into the net. Point back to the Wolverines. Serve now for the Wolverines is number 44, Davis. Nice arcing serve. Set up for number 2, Magno. Tapped over by number 5, Nasera. Back over by Magno. Back over by Nasera, and it drops. Good decision there by number 5, Nasera, to make a couple plays, and point goes to the Wolverines. Now up by 4. Subbing out as number 3, Kira Rosansky. Coming in as number 10, Amelia Osterling. Serve by Davis. Good serve once again. Setter number 16 hits the rafters. Number 2, Magno gets it over. Setup goes over to Calantis, who hits it home. Nice shot there by Calantis. And now the Wolverines starting to pull away, up 20-15. Served by number 44, Davis. Knocked over by Magno, back over to Davis. Up over to Noble. Noble strikes it. Good strike. Unfortunately, does not get the ball over. Is number 2, Audrey Magno. Point goes to the Wolverines, and a timeout by Mohawk. It's 21-15, Wolverines. Again, if you want to watch this replay of this stream or any of our streams, you can visit our website, www.ecwolverines.com. You can catch us on YouTube if you search Ellwood City Wolverines. You can catch not only this year, but you can catch the past 5 years of Ellwood City High School football streams. And you can also check us out on Facebook and Twitter. We update things daily. as much as possible. We try to cover all 9 sports that occur during the fall. And then we'll transition to the 3 sports in the winter. And then we'll finish up with the 5 sports, hopefully, in the spring. So, serving once again, up 21-15 is number 44, Davis. Coming in for the Wolverines, number 11, Casey Barnett. Served by Davis, hit by Fadden, setting up for number 21. And a nice shot there by Riley Logan. It does fall, so that stops the bleeding a little bit for the Warriors. They're going to have to crawl back in this one. They're down by 5. Serving is number 21, Logan. No, Nasser gets it over backwards, and it drops. It's a nice play there by Nasser. It drops. Point to the Wolverines. Serving for Ellwood City is number 10, Osterling. Good strike right down the middle. Number 16 gets it over, but unfortunately out of bounds. It's now 23-16 Wolverines. Osterling serving once again. Nice strike. Magno, number 2, gets it over for Warriors, and it drops. Unfortunate bounce there as it drops right in front of Osterling, and it's in. So point for Mohawk, 23-17. Warriors serve. Comes in right to Davis. Over to Calantis. Over to Barnett, and unfortunately she got caught in between a couple people. And he drops on the Wolverine side. Point to Mohawk, 23-18. Serve once again by the Warriors. Out of bounds. Point goes to the Wolverines. And we have our first set point and match point. Wolverines up 24-18, up 1-0 in the sets. Serving is number 25, Calantis. Here we go for the set and for the win. Calantis, serve comes in. Nice deep serve. Fadden hits it over to Magno. Magno does get it over. Good dig by Davis. Tapped over by Nasera. Set up by Calantis. Over to Nasera. Over to number 11. Unfortunately, tapped down by the Warriors. But they're going to say a double touch. And that is it, folks. The JV Ellwood City Wolverines defeat the Mohawk Warriors 25-18 in the set. And they win the set, or win this match for JV 2-0. They won the first set 25-21. They win the second set 25-18. So the JV team now improves to 3-2 on the season. We're going to have about a 20-minute, 20-minute break. Let's see what we do here. It's about 6:50. Naturally, we have two 15-minute warm-up sessions for both varsity teams, which usually puts us right about 7:30. So what we'll do here is we'll keep the camera streaming. We'll keep the camera on. We'll have it face forward here. And we'll chime in when we find out when this match will start. So your final score for the JV game, 2-0 Wolverines, 25-21, 25-18. It's the varsity game. We'll start approximately 7:30. If it changes, we'll let you know. We'll keep the camera on here, and we'll take a little break. We'll come back and bring you the varsity matchup between the Mohawk Warriors and the Ellwood City Wolverines.
Hi there, Ellwood City sports fans. If you're just catching the live stream, it looks like we're going to be starting here in about 7 minutes or so. They had Mohawk Warriors on for 7.5 minutes or so, and then the Wolverines will finish here. They will do their pregame routine where they go and figure out who is going to serve first. They'll have both teams line up, meet each other and greet each other, and then get on the court. So we'll keep you informed here when we actually officially begin, but I believe we're going to start here at in about 6 minutes. So we'll leave the camera on, and we'll chime back in closer to the start of our match. Hi there, Ellwood City Wolverines fans. My name is Brad Windhorst, and we bring you the live coverage of tonight's varsity volleyball matchup between the Ellwood City Wolverines and the Mohawk Warriors. The Ellwood City Wolverines come into play 4-0 after Tuesday night's win and a tough win against Shenango, 3-2. We have our intro here. We are doing the national anthem, and we will begin the match. All right. So again, we're looking at the Ellwood City Wolverines and Mohawk Warriors. They're going to announce the Mohawk Warrior starters here. First for the Mohawk Warriors is number 8, Tori Miko. Number 3, Talia Magno. Number 9, Paige Householder. Number 13, Abby Granada. Number 15, Jenny Lita. Number 17, Megan Vion. Number 18, Leah Boston. Number 14, Krista Kunkel. And there are your starting 6 for the Mohawk Warriors. Now for your Wolverines. First up, number 14, Angelina Nardone. Number 8, Callie Barnett. Number 2, Angelina Retruti. Number 20, Jenna Vedica. Number 22, Danielle McCown. Number 23, Maria Iannelli. And number 7, Brianna Reisinger. There's your starting 6 for the Wolverines. They're coached by head coach Jenna Retruti. So again, if you caught our action on Tuesday the Wolverines were put to the test in a non-conference game against Shenango. They went to 5 sets. They had a 2-0 lead, lost 2 sets, and then came back in that 5th set to win 3-2. They're looking to do a little bit better tonight and maybe getting this one over a little bit sooner than 5 sets. In that game against Shenango, those 2 sets that they lost, those were the first 2 sets that the Wolverines have lost all season long. Up to that matchup, it has been 3-0 in favor of the Wolverines. We're keeping score in the bottom right corner. If you keep track of it, the inside, the white boxes with the black numbers, that is the point total for each set. And in the black box with the white total, that is the number of sets won by each team. Wolverines are on the bottom, Mohawks on top. During this pandemic, usually teams come to the middle. They would shake hands, greet each other, but unfortunately no crossing of the 2 teams. But they're able to wave to each other. Nonetheless, they do play against each other, so they're going to see each other anyways on the court. So again, officials are going to make sure that we've got the necessary changes, make sure that we have everybody lined up correctly. Mohawk to start the serving of our first set. Number 14, Krista Kunkel for Mohawk Warriors. Serve comes in, and we are underway. First serve there by number 14, Kunkel, goes out of bounds. And the Wolverines take the early 1-0 lead in this matchup. Number 14 on Wolverines, Angelina Nardone serves. Ball goes out of bounds off the setter, and the point will go to the Wolverines. A quick early 2-0 lead in this first set. Serving again is number 14, Nardone. Serve comes in. Nice line drive set. And off the setter once again, unfortunately out of bounds. And it's an early 3-0 lead for the Wolverines. So good start so far for the Wolverines. Serve in by Nardone. Once again, a point for the Wolverines. An early 4-0 lead in this one. First set from Lincoln High School Big Gym. Serve by Nardone. Once again, a nice, good quality serve with the ace, and it's 5-0. Quick start here by the Wolverines. Nardone. High arcing serve. Set up by the Warriors. And unfortunately, the ball doesn't make it across. And quickly, this scores 6-0. And there's the quick and early timeout by Mohawk. So a 6-0 start by the Wolverines. Don't worry about that 7:30 start. We're starting at 7:15. We're already in 6 points. Again, if you want to catch this stream as well as our other streams, including volleyball, football, we will be doing all the indoor and outdoor at the stadiums streams. You can check us out on our media accounts at YouTube, Ellwood City Wolverines, Facebook, Twitter, and our website, of course, ecwolverines.com. So back to the action here. 6-0 lead to start this match. Nardone serving for the Wolverines. Serve comes in. Nice line drive. Once again by Nardone. 7 straight points by the Wolverines. They're making a quick start to this one. Serve by Nardone. Comes in. An unfortunate error by the Wolverines. Nardone on the serve, and the Mohawk Warriors get their first point on the evening. It's 7-1 Wolverines. Ball goes over to Ionelli, who hits it over, and it drops. And quickly, the point goes right back to the Wolverines. Serve is going by number 22, Danielle McCown. Serve comes in nice and hot. Play there by number 17. Back over to number 17, who taps it over. 17 is Megan Vion. And unfortunately, they're going to say a double touch, I believe, by Barnett. So the point will go back over to Mohawk. It's 8-2 early first set. Served by the Warriors. I believe number 3, Magna. Ionelli hits it right down the line, hits the net, but rolls down in. And the point goes to the Wolverines, 9-2. First set. Ellwood City coming out nice and strong in this one. I think they were a little bit frustrated in Tuesday night's matchup. They had a chance to win that one in straight sets. Had kind of caught in a battle in that one. Ionelli unfortunately hits the net, and it's 9-3 here. You will see a bunch of rotations during the defensive play and then the set play and serving play. So you'll see those rotations at our scorers table. Serving now is number 17, Megan Vion. Set up there nicely by McCown over to Ionelli. Back over to number 20, Jenna Vedica. Setup goes to number 13, Abby Granado. And it goes out of bounds. And the point goes back to the Wolverines. 10-3, early first set here. Serving is number 23, Ionelli. Good serve, but a good dig there by number 17, Megan Vion. They're going to say a double touch on the play.
That makes it 11-3. Iannelli with the serve. Nice line drive right over to Vion once again. Set up here by number 9. Good hit there by Paige Householder. It drops, and the point goes to the Mohawk Warriors. So 11-4 lead here. Good quality lead by the Wolverines. Serve comes in. Nice dig there by Iannelli. Taps it over is number 14, Nardone, and they're going to say a double touch once again. I believe that was by number 3, Talia Magna. And the point will go to the Wolverines, now up 12-4. Serving is number 2, Angelina Retruti. Nice serve by Retruti, and it does make it over technically, but it's out of bounds. Point to the Wolverines, 13-4, first set. Serving is Retruti. Serve comes in, nice and hot. Good serve by Retruti off of number 17, Megan Vion's arm. And it's quickly 14-4, Wolverines. Retruti with the serve. Serve goes out of bounds. Mohawk point. So I believe that's the second point by Mohawk. By a service error by the Wolverines. So Mohawk serving here. Down 9. Good set up here by Iannelli. Iannelli over to Reisinger. Into the rafters, still in play officially. Ball's tapped over, taken by Vedica. Over to Reisinger once again. Nice shot, nice quality shot. We saw that Tuesday night between McCown and Reisinger on both sides there. So another good play there, and it's now 15-5 Wolverines. So some good play here between Iannelli to Nardone and into Reisinger. Reisinger with the serve. Ball drops in. Shot by the Warriors. Number 9 is good. So Paige Householder putting her mitts in this one here, making a couple play for the Warriors. 15-6. Serving for the Warriors is number 14, Krista Kunkel. Serve comes in. Nice quality serve. Good dig there by Reisinger over to Vedica. Vedica hits it over to Iannelli. Unfortunately, too deep there, and it comes right to our side. Point goes to Mohawk, 15-7. Serve once again by number 14, Kunkel. Serve comes in. Nice line drive by Kunkel. Ooh, I don't know about that one. But they're going to say double touch on number 14, Nardone. That was a good quality, nice serve there for the Mohawk Warriors as they get their first couple set of points here together. Neither's good serve. And straight down by number 17. We've been waiting to see it, Megan Vion. A tall Megan Vion. She'd be standing looking down at me, so she's very, very tall. 15-9 Wolverines, first set. Kunkel with the serve once again. Set up by Nardone, taps it over. Coming over to number 17, Megan Vion. Unfortunately hits Iannelli. And it is a point for the Mohawk Warriors. So all of a sudden the Warriors making some good plays here. Makes the score now 15-10. Served by Kunkel. Good dig there by Reisinger over to Nardone, up to McCown, and unfortunately just out of bounds. A good setup there, just not the finish that you want. Mohawk gets the point, and the Wolverines are going to take a quick timeout here. They're up 15-11. We'll take a timeout with them.
So coming back to the action here, it's 15-11, first set here. Wolverines built a commanding lead, and now the Warriors serving the past couple times here. It's kind of gotten them back into this match. It's 15-11. Serving is number 14, Kunkel. Deep serve by number 14, and the point will go to the Wolverines. So they come out of the timeout, make a couple adjustments here. We'll see what they can do. Up 16-11, first serve. Ball comes in by number 14, Nardone. Set up there by Mohawk. They do get it back over. Over to Nardone, up to Barnett, back to Nardone. Hits it, and just deep. Very close. Out of bounds. Mohawk point, 16-12. Serving is number 15, Jenna Lydia. Good set by Reisinger. Tap goes to Megan Vion. Good dig once again by Reisinger. Ball goes over to Ionelli. Tipped around, out of bounds. Good play there and a good rally by the Wolverines. Gives them the point, 17-12. I think we're going to see a little bit more of Reisinger playing that back line in this matchup, knowing that Megan Vion's there up at the front line for the Mohawk Warriors. So it's a good play there by Reisinger. Coming into this matchup is number 12, Claire Noble. Subbed out is number 8, Barnett. Nice serve by Danielle McCown, one of our featured players for the Wolverines. Drops in, ace, and it's now 18-12. McCown serving again, number 22 for the Wolverines. Serve comes in, nice line drive off the setter. Set up here, and unfortunately doesn't make it over. Point for the Wolverines. It's now 19-12 Wolverines. Serve comes in by number 22, McCown. Nice line drive, drops right in front of that back line off of number 15, Jenna Lydia, and the point goes to the Wolverines. 20-12. Got to score 25 points here, win by 2. If you don't win at 25 by 2, you play on. McCown once again serves into that corner right in front of Lydia, and the point goes to the Wolverines, 21-12. McCown with the serve. Right to the setter for Mohawk. Set up here for Megan Vion. Nice strike. Good try and attempt there by Reisinger, but it does go out of bounds. And the point goes to Mohawk, 21-13. Serve comes in, I believe by number 3, Talia Magna. Tap goes over by number 2, Retrudy. Fortunately falls right in front of Noble. Point to the Mohawk Warriors, 21-14. Once again, number 3, Magna. Serve goes out of bounds by Talia Magno. And the point will go to the Wolverines, 22-14. Serving is Vedica, number 20. Good serve there over the setter, number 18, Leah Boston. Megan Vion gets it over for Warriors. Set up for Ionelli. Nice strike, but good dig there by number 3, Magno. Fortunately, she hits it out of bounds. Point goes to the Wolverines. Now 23-14, first set. Serving again is number 20, Vedica. We have a quick substitution here. Coming out is number 15, Lydia. Coming in is, let's see, I believe number 10, Taylor Wilkins. So again, Vedica serving for the Wolverines. Serve comes in. Right off the bat goes right to Wilkins. Megan Vion, nope. They're going to say a double touch on number 8, Tori Miko. And the point goes to the Wolverines. And we've got a quick first set point. Vedica serving. Right to Wilkins. Set up to Vion. Goes over the setter, number 18, Boston. Ionelli back to number 14, Nardone. Hits the rafters. Boston gets back over. Set up here. Goes over to Reisinger. Reisinger hits it home, and it drops. What a shot by number 7, Brianna Reisinger. First set goes to the Wolverines, 25-14. Quick moving first set here as the Varsity Wolverines are up 25-14. We'll take a short little break here, and we'll bring you second set action from Lincoln High School Big Gym. All right, folks, coming back to the second set here. The Wolverines took that first set 25-14. Pretty convincing first set there for the Wolverines. Featured some nice serving by the Wolverines. But I think that tonight we saw better communication so far in this matchup for the Wolverines. If you were watching our game Tuesday night against Shenango, it seemed like they got a little bit frustrated. But, head coach Jenna Retrudy definitely had a good talking with them. Sat down, made adjustments, and they were looking really, really good tonight so far. Second set, starting off by number 14, Nardone. Right back to Nardone. Set up for Barnett. Back to Nardone. Back to Megan Vion for the Warriors. Deep shot here. She's got to get this across. And unfortunately, just short. And the early first point in this second set goes to the Wolverines. Your three seniors for the Wolverines is number 7, Brianna Reisinger. Number 22, Danielle McCown. And then number 23, Maria Iannelli. Speaking of McCown, nice shot there. It does hit the net, but it rolls over in bounce. And it's 2-0 Wolverines. Serving still for the Wolverines, it's number 14, Nardone. Ooh, I think they're going to say it dropped in. Okay, so we're confirming that. That is perfectly fine. It drops in right at the line, point for the Wolverines. So nice serve there by Nardone. Serving is Angelina. Nardone hits it in. Another good quality serve here. 13's got to get this over. She does. Goes to Barnett. Barnett back to McCown. McCown strikes it home. Vion attempts to try and hits it, but it hits out of bounds. And this feels like the first set. Very similar start for the Wolverines. 4-0 start. Coming out is number 13, Abby Granado. Coming in is number 10, Taylor Wilkins. Nardone hits it, goes right to Megan Vion, right at the net. Good play there and dig by Vetica. Back to Nardone, back to Iannelli, gets it over to Vion. Vion sets it up here. Set up for number 3, Magno. Good dig there by Reisinger. Sets up Ionelli. She tips it over the net. Comes back over to number 15, Lydia. Lydia goes to Reisinger. Reisinger sets up with Nardone. Ionelli with a good shot. Goes off the shoulder. Goes off the shoulder of Megan Vion. Hits the rafter, comes straight down, and it's an early 5-0 lead for the Wolverines here. Second set, Wolverines up 1-0. Nardone hits it deep. Another shot off of the shoulder. Megan Vion gets it over. Nice hit there by Nardone. Over to Barnett to Reisinger. Reisinger hits it home. Megan gets the dig, and nobody's there. Not very good communication there by the Warriors. And they're going to take a quick timeout here. It is 6-0. Wolverines will take a timeout with them. Coming out of the timeout, the Wolverines are up 1-0 in the sets. They're up 6-0 in this second set. Nardone, so far, 6 straight points on serving. Comes to number 15, Lydia. Good dig there by number 20, Vedica. Over to Ionelli. Ionelli hits it home off of the Mohawk Warriors defenders. And it's 7-0 Wolverines. Second set. Nardone. Angelina Nardone serving very, very well for the Wolverines. Deep shot there right at the net. Good hit there by Barnett. And unfortunately comes back over. So the point will go to Mohawk. That's an unfortunate point there. Again, if you're new to volleyball indoor with the rafters wide, if it hits the rafters, it's in play as long as it stays on your side. If it goes across, then the point goes to the opposing team. Good dig by number 20, Vedica, right in her shoulder. Reisinger hits it over to Lydia. Lydia, the number 8, back to Lydia, and they're going to say double touch by number 8, Tori Miko. I think that's the second time now in this matchup she's done that. 8-1 Wolverines. Serving is Danielle McCown. McCown with the serve. Nice quality serve. Set up there for number 3, Magno. Over to Lydia. Lydia, unfortunately, out of bounds. And it's 9-1 Wolverines. Second set. So again, Danielle McCown with the serve. Unfortunately, right into the net. And the point goes to Mohawk, 9-2. Again, you're going to see a bunch of rotations in and out here. Most teams have defenders versus your forwards, shall we say. I'm not sure exactly the positions. Maybe that's something I should do some research on. Number 15, Lydia, serves for the Mohawk Warriors. Serve goes into the net. It's 10-2 Wolverines. Okay, here we go. Number 20, Jenna Vedica serves it for the Wolverines. Setting up Megan Vion. She hits it. Nice pick up there by 20, Vedica again. Hit over by number 2, Retrudy. Set up here goes to Megan Vion. Back to Nardone. Taps it over to Lydia. Set up there by number 8, and they're going to call it once again. That's 3 straight times. Fortunate for number 8, Tori Miko. And it's now 11-2 Wolverines. Served by Vedica. Back to the setter, Boston. Magno to Vion, and there it is finally. We saw as we came into the gym when the Mohawk Warriors showed, we looked at the line there, pretty much average height, and then all of a sudden we saw that number 17, Megan Vion. So we figured she'd be that feature, and she did hit that one home. Set up by Nardone to number 2, Retrudy. Over is Boston. Nardone off to Reisinger. Reisinger hits it home. It's almost automatic with either Reisinger or McCown when they go for that spike and that kill. So the point goes to the Wolverines. 12-3, second set. Iannelli, the senior, one of the 3 seniors for the Wolverines serve. Off to Reisinger, taps it home. And it's 13-3. Wolverines making quick play here in this second set. Iannelli once again, nice hit. Right to Lydia. Right to Miko. Over to number 13, Granado. Gets it over. Good dig by number 22, McCown. They're going to say that number 14, Nardone, double touched it. It's 13-4. Coming in is number 9, Paige Householder, looking to help get her team back in. Megan Vion with the serve. Good kill there, dig by number 20, Vedica. Set up by Iannelli to Nardone. Over to McCown, spikes it home. Good play here by the Warriors. Back to Iannelli, over to Nardone. Up and over to Reisinger, and unfortunately just out of bounds. So the point will go to the Warriors, 13-5 now. Serve comes in by the Warriors. Reisinger gets it over. Set. Number 9, Paige Householder. Good setups here. Tapped over by McCown. Back over to number 8, Miko. Now to Iannelli. Over to Nardone, setting up. Number 2, Retrudy, comes right back at her, and it drops. So 13-6 now in this second set. So for the first time, the Mohawk Warriors get 2 points in a row. Serving is Vaughn. And unfortunately, she smacks it right into the net, and it's now 14-6 Wolverines. Serving is number 2, Angelina Retrudy for the Wolverines. Right near the net, taps it over is Miko. Nardone sets up. Fortunately, McCown comes right back to her. Brought back over by McCown. Back over to the Warriors side. Setting up is number 13, Granado. And unfortunately, the ball is hit out of bounds. Point to the Wolverines. Serving is number 2, Retrudy. Serve comes in hot to Magno. Over to Lydia, back to Magno, and unfortunately right into the net. 16-6 Wolverines. Rotation for the Warriors. Oh, check that. I apologize. Timeout taken by the Warriors. 16-6. 1-0 lead for the Wolverines. Okay, coming back to the action from Lincoln High School Big Gym. Your varsity Lady Wolverines volleyball team is up 1-0 set-wise and up 16-6 in this second set over the Mohawk Warriors. Serving is number 2, Angelina Retruti. Serve comes in. Nice pocket shot. Right in the hole, right in the gap, right in front of Vion. It falls. 17-6. Retruti once again serving. Off of Lydia. Over to Miko. Up is Nardone. Off to Vedeka. Vedeka sets up Reisinger. Reisinger taps it over. Over to Granada. Hitting it over, and it drops. We've seen that 2 or 3 times now by Paige Householder, making that quality hit there, and it drops for the point. So it's now 17-7 Wolverines. Serving. The Warriors just out of bounds. It's number 13, Granado. Abby Granado, and the point goes to the Wolverines, 18-7 now. Serving is number 7, Brianna Reisinger. Coming in is number 12, Claire Noble. Sitting out is Casey Barnett. Short hit by Reisinger. Point goes to Mohawk, 18-8. Serving is number 8, Tori Miko. Good dig there by Ionelli. Tapped over. Warriors playing it. Lydia taps it over. Set up by Reisinger. Over to Nardone. Nardone over to Claire Noble. Back at her. And unfortunately, it's back in on their side. Point goes to the Mohawk Warriors, 18-9. Serving again is number 8, Tori Miko, for the Mohawk Warriors. Serve comes in. Ionelli picks it up. Over to Claire Noble. Off of the Warrior defense. Back over to Lydia. Taps it over. Reisinger picks it up. Off to Nardone. Off to McCown. Off of the wall for the Mohawk Warriors. And the point goes to the Wolverines, 19-9. Rotating out is McCown. Coming in is number 44, Ellie Davis for the Wolverines. First time we see Ellie at the varsity level here, tonight's matchup. Number 14, Nardone, serving and back at it. She started this match, she started this set with 6 straight points. Back at it again, gets the point. It's now 20-9 Wolverines. Serving is Nardone, taps it in. Nice serve there, almost drops. Off to Lydia. Good dig there by number 7, Reisinger. Over to Ionelli. Ionelli hits it home right in front of Megan Vion. It's now 21-9 Wolverines. Serving is Nardone. Nardone serves it. Nice deep quality serve there off of number 10, Taylor Wilkins. Fortunately, Miko cannot do anything with it. And it's 22-9 Wolverines. Again, I think we saw Tuesday night the frustration of the better team struggling against Shenango. And the Wolverines come back here looking real sharp in this one. Back to Reisinger. Just outside is Reisinger. It's now 22-10. Coming out is number 9, Paige Householder. Coming in is number 14, Krista Kunkel to serve. Serve comes in, and unfortunately it's short. So the point will go to the Wolverines, now 23-10. Coming in for server, it's number 18, Leah Boston. And serving for the first time tonight is Ellie Davis for the Wolverines. Goes off of the 2 players for the Warriors. And all of a sudden, we've got a second set point for the Wolverines. Ellie Davis serving again. Serve comes in off that left side. Boston makes the play on it. And unfortunately, it drops between the Warriors And that is a set win for the Wolverines, 25-10. Talk about efficiency there. First set 25-14, second set 25-10. We'll take a short little break here and we'll bring you the third set between the Warriors and the Wolverines. All right, folks, coming back to this third set here between the Wolverines and the Mohawk Warriors. Your Wolverines are up 2-0. Quick serves here, or sets here, 25-14, 25-10. And the Warriors are going to have to battle back just to salvage something from this match. Serving is number 14, Krista Kunkel. Maybe that will start it off. Every single set tonight for the JV team and the varsity team for the Wolverines has gone in their favor, except this one. It's a Mohawk with an early lead. Kunkel once again, nice there, set up there by Reisinger. Over to Ionelli, drops in, and that's a good point there. We haven't seen many of those shots down the line tonight, but when it's there, the Wolverines have made it count. It's one apiece. Third set, 2-0 lead for the Wolverines. Serving again is Nardone, and they're going to say it dropped in. She got lucky on it, but it does fall. It's 2-1 Wolverines. So Angelina Nardone, the percentage of points that she's won on her serving is really, really, really high. Tap there from McCown to Nardone. Back to Ionelli once again. Off the rafters, still in play. Lydia gets it over. Hit there by Nardone, by Barnett. Back to Nardone, who taps it. Woo, a little too hard there. She's thinking serve hit right there, a little bit farther up. So the point goes to Mohawk. 2 apiece. Third set. Serving is Lydia. Unfortunately, her serve goes right into the net, and it's now 3-2 Wolverines. Serving is number 22, Danielle McCown. McCown hits the ball in. Nice line drive here. Gets set up by Nardone, over to Barnett, back to number 2, Retrudy. And it drops. We haven't called her name too much tonight, but Retrudy adding to the point total here for the Wolverines. McCown serving once again for the Wolverines. Serves in, nice strong serve. Good quality serve there by McCown's. And it's now 5-2 Wolverines. Danielle McCown serving for the Wolverines. Good quality serve off of Boston. Up in midair, and nobody moved on the hit. Not much communication by the Warriors. It's now 6-2. Third set. McCown serving. Nice jump serve there. Ball looked like it may have been going out of bounds. Tough reaction there. And it's another point for the Wolverines. 7-2, third set. And there it is. There's the timeout for the Warriors. Third set action, 7-2. Wolverines will take a break with them. Okay, coming out of the timeout, the Wolverines are up 2-0 in terms of sets, and they are now officially up 7-2 in this third set. If they win this set, this match is over. McCown serving. Nice jump serve, unfortunately, into the net. Point goes to the Mohawk Warriors. Looking to bounce back from lackadaisical first two sets. See what they can do here. Set up by Nardone over to Ionelli. Ionelli a little too hard. And the Mohawk Warriors finally get their first 2 points in a row in this third set. It's now 7-4. Serve again is Magno for the Warriors. Back to McCown. McCown off the net. Back to Boston. Good dig there by Boston. Over to Ionelli. Ionelli back at Reisinger. Nardone setting up Barnett. Back to Barnett. And unfortunately, double touch. Or sorry, net, yeah, 4 hits. I apologize. Point goes to the Mohawk Warriors. 7-5 third set here. Served by Magno. Set up by Barnett. Over to Nardone. Back to McCown. McCown hits it home. Good quality hit. And we're not talking right at the front line, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking 2/3 back. Good quality hit, and it's now 8-5. We were at this position on Tuesday. So not trying to jinx the Wolverines, but we were at this position on Tuesday trying to shut out Shenango. Let's see what they can do tonight in this third set. Hopefully we can close this out in 3. Point goes to Mohawk. Subbing in for the Warriors is number 9, Paige Householder. Serve is by Megan Vion. Good setup here by Ionelli. Over to Nardone, over to Reisinger. Reisinger gets it over. Magno off to Miko. Off the Page, back to Page. And they're going to say that it was a carry. And the point goes to the Wolverines, 9-6. Serving is senior Maria Ionelli. Drops in off to Lydia. Over to Miko, over to number 13, Granada, and it just falls in front of her. Point Wolverines, 10-6, third set. Serving for the Wolverines is number 23, Ionelli. Good quality serve off to Lydia once again. Off the rafters, caught Granada off guard, and it drops for the Wolverines. Some quick points here by the Wolverines. It's now 11-6 Wolverines, third set. Ionelli with the serve. Off to the left side, Megan Vion makes the play. Off to Miko, up to Paige Householder. Good dig there by Vedica. Off to Reisinger, back to Vion. Off to Magna, off to Paige Householder, and just leaves it a little too short. And it's now 12-6 as the Wolverines have doubled up the Warriors in this third set. 12-6. Officials calling over the other official, the opposing official here. They're giving talking to each other here. Just trying to communicate a couple things here. Okay, so they're going to say officially the point was to the Wolverines. Just clarifying a couple things here and there. Tend to do that a lot, just to make sure everything's good to go. Here we go. Ionelli serving. Off to number 3, Magna. And unfortunately, it drops. The point will go to the Wolverines. This is kind of tough. And it's unfortunate that we have this, but it's part of the play. You have to keep your digs and your sets short enough not to hit the rafters. Ionelli off to Magno, who then hits it over. Wolverines can't get it over, so the point would go to Mohawk, 13-7. Serving is number 13, Abby Granado. It hits too far out of bounds. The serve will go right back to the Wolverines. Number 2, Angelina Ricciuti. Ricciuti hits the ball in. Off to Magno. Paige Householder unfortunately tripped by Miko, and the point will go to the Wolverines, 15-7 now. Ricciuti serving for the Wolverines, comes in. Megan Vion off to Miko, back to McCown. Hits the ball into the net and then hits it off her foot. Playing a little bit of soccer, knowing unfortunately it's not going to get over. So 15-8. Warriors get a point. Serving is number 8, Tori Miko. Serve comes in. Good set up there by Ionelli. Nardone taps it over. Good dig by Vedeka. Over to McCown. Hits it home. Up over the net. Reisinger back and forth here. Play at the net. Over to Reisinger once again. She taps it home. Off of Vion. It goes out of bounds. Point for the Wolverines. 16-8. Third set. So back and forth play here. Unfortunately, everything that the Warriors have done at the net, the Wolverines have countered. And it made the plays tonight. Reisinger with the serve. Megan Vaughn off to Magno, over to Lydia. Right back at Lydia. Gets it up to Paige Householder. Good dig there by Reisinger. Off to McCown. McCown spikes her home. Miko a little late to the play. And the point goes to the Wolverines, 17-8. Timeout by the Warriors. Third set action from Lincoln High School Big Gym, 17-8 Wolverines. All right, folks, coming out of the timeout, it's 17-8 Wolverines in this third set. Wolverines looking to serve out.
Wilkins. Austintown. Ohio.
Austin, Ohio. Okay, so the point goes to the Wolverines. It's now 18-8. Nice serve there by Reisinger. Once again, Reisinger serving for the Wolverines. Ball goes over and hits the net. It will drop on the Warriors' side. So it's now 19-8. Want to give a shout out to Seal Wilkins from Austintown, Ohio. If you're listening and watching, we have a fan here in the stands from Austintown, Ohio, just saying, how are you doing? Point for the Wolverines, 20-8. We've seen this all night long where the Wolverines have kind of gotten into a serve sensation, shall we say, between Reisinger and Nardone. Serving has been really good for the Wolverines. Set up from Barnett, unfortunately too far. Point will go to the Mohawk Warriors. So 20-9. So again, if you're watching Seal Wilkins, I do apologize, Seal Wilkins, we're saying hi from Austintown, Ohio. Here in Ellwood City, Pennsylvania, Lincoln High School Big Gym, where we have the Warriors and the Wolverines. Serving is number 14, Krista Kunkel. Barnett hits the ball back over. Nice hit by Lydia, making the play. Set up by Nardone over to McCown. McCown spikes it off of number 14, Krista Kunkel, and it goes out of bounds. Point to the Wolverines. Now 21-9, third set. Coming back in for the Warriors is the setter, number 18, Leah Boston. Serving is Nardone. Commentator Jinxon here, folks. I just said how good the serving has been. An unfortunate error there by Nardone, but if you look at the percentage of points that she's had tonight, most of her points have been coming off of a great quality serve all night long. 21-10, Wolverines lead. Good dig there by Jenna Vedica. Ball's coming back over to Megan Vion. Good set up there by Nardone over to Barnett. Barnett sets up Nardone, who tap it perfectly plays. I don't think she meant to do it, but it worked. Angelina Nardone hits it home, and it's now 22-10. Wolverines with the lead. Substitution there. Coming in to finish strong here is number 44, Ellie Davis, serving for the Wolverines. Nice high-quality serve. Set up for Megan Vion. She hits it. Good setup. Barnett gets it over for the Wolverines, unfortunately out of bounds. And the serve and the point will go back to the Mohawk Warriors. Down 22-11. Serving is number 3, Talia Magno. Serve comes in. One of those tough calls there by Reisinger. Do you hit it, do you not? Unfortunately, it goes off her, so point to Mohawk, 22-12. Serve comes in by Magno. Unfortunately, doesn't make it across. Point goes to the Wolverines, and the Wolverines are now just 2 points away. Just 2 points away from winning this in 3 sets. Serving is going to be number 8, Barnett. Ball's in play. Nardone sets up Noble. Back to Nardone, who hits it, and it goes off the wall. Megan Vaughn. So good serve there by number 8, Callie Barnett. Good play there by Nardone, and we've got set match point here. So set and match points. Third set, 24-12 lead for the Wolverines. Barnett with the serve. It drops in. Set up by Reisinger. Over to Nardone. Nardone back to Reisinger. Reisinger hits it home. And it's out of bounds. And there is your third set winner by the Lady Wolverines. They win the third set 25-12. And this match will end 3-0 victory for the Wolverines. From Lincoln High School Big Gym. So good quality win for the Wolverines. A little bit more static tonight, a little bit more energy, a little bit more better communication against Tuesday night's matchup against Unango. So good quality win for the Wolverines. They win 2 Lawrence County matchups this week to improve now to 5-0 on the season. So great matchup there. So that's it. Our final score, 3-0, 3-0 win for the Wolverines. We will be back on the air tomorrow night for the boys' varsity football game. Again, catch us live. We're going to be probably going live right around 6:30 tomorrow. We've got homecoming, so we'll have the Queen and the King to do. At halftime and during our matchup, we will also have the King recorded, so we will be sharing that tomorrow. We'll have a pregame ceremony. We'll bring all the action from tomorrow night, Helling Stadium, Beaver Falls versus Ellwood City. So again, final score here from Lincoln High School Big Gym, 3-0 win for the Wolverines. I've been your host, Brad Windhorst. We'll catch you tomorrow night. And as always, go blue.